Sorry about that, guys. Just had to fix them real quick. So we're talking about Friday. I would assume that this is 14, 13, 12. This is April 12th, 2013, Friday. We were at Isla Mujeres, and I was just filling you guys in. We were going to eat at this pizza place that we ate at when we went to the Boobs Cruise on Monday. But I forget where we ate at now. Did we even eat? Oh yeah, we went to, I don't know if it's called Sambuca or what it's called, but it's a restaurant right when you come off the pier. We finally found a place to park our golf cart next to that street where, like, there's no golf carts allowed. It's all shopping. And what was I going to say? Oh, and this guy gave us a thing for a free shot of tequila or pina colada. So naturally I chose the pina colada. But yeah, so we went there, and there was 2 restaurants to choose from, but we chose the first one, because the other one's right after it. And I think it's called Sambuca, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know. And I don't have the coupon, because I had to give it to the guy. But when you come off the ferry, I think it's the first one. And there's, like, coconuts outside. But there's probably coconuts outside, all of them for all I know. But the food was pretty good there. And when we got there, we saw the Boobs Cruise, the April 12th Boobs Cruise, pulling off. Or getting ready to pull off. They were just getting back on the boat. So we ran out to the end of the closest dock near us, and I was like, Brandon, I was like, on 3, I was like, let's go, fuck you, because that's what they always do on the boat. So they're like, 1, 2, 3, and we were like, fuck you, and like some of the entertainment staff from the boat saw us and the people, and I was like, woo! We're so crazy. And then Brandon's like, I guess one of the guys said, come here. So Brandon started running across all the docks, running over like the ropes that are securing boats and stuff. And he said that he got so close that he almost could have jumped on the boat before it, like, you know, completely was too far. And I'm like, I started going a little bit, but don't forget, I have a bummed ankle. I'm not doing all that shit. And then we went back because we left David with the baby. And David started making all these stupid comments like, oh, yeah, I saw the boat. Oh, did you see me wave hi? Like, shut up. And yeah, I know that he's sarcastic like that, but he was annoying me. You're annoying me, David. You always annoy me, but I still love you. Get on my nerves, but I still love you. So we ate there, and then I asked them if they can cut open my coconut for me, and they're like, yeah, sure. So they cut open my coconut, and there's not shit in there. So he's like, all right, well, we'll try another one. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, well, here's a couple dollars. And they didn't even want to take my couple dollars. So I was like, dude, just take it. It's okay. And so I cut open another one, and he's like, here, drink it. So I'm like, okay. So I chugged it because I was kind of thirsty. And there was a lot of water in that one. I even had to stand there for like 5 minutes just to drink it. And he cuts it open, there was nothing in there. So then he cuts open another one, and then he's like, nope, not this one either. He's like, I could tell on top. And I was like, oh my gosh. So he hands it to someone else to put it in the fridge. And then he cuts open another one. Nothing. I swear it was like the 6th one. He's like, alright, there's got to be some in here. So he gives it to me to drink. And he's like, yep. He's like, there's some in here. I could tell by the coloring. So I was like, okay. So, I was like, look, I was like, is it okay if I walk around and drink it and come back later? And I was like, because when I'm done drinking this, I was like, I'm going to have to pee so bad. He's like, yeah, that's fine. So I walk around, drink it, and then I come back later, and he cuts it open for me. And there actually is coconut inside, so I got some in the little bag. And I was really excited that I got to take some coconut home with me. Not home, but like, you know, I got to eat some on the boat, which was really awesome. And I got it in lime juice, but you have to be careful because coconut juice stains your clothes. Which now, like, I totally want to go to the store and get a coconut, but I don't even know if they have, if it's just the juice or if they actually have, like, the coconut meat inside. I'm sure they do, right? I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to bust it open. Actually, I think last time I used a hammer. I used a hammer to bust it open because I definitely don't have a machete. Like, I don't think I do. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, my thing was I couldn't figure out how to get the coconut meat out, so I was like trying to get a knife to cut it, but I think they use something that kind of looked like an ice cream scoop, so maybe I'll have to Google that and research a little bit more and then get a coconut, because I really want one. I love my coconut. What else? Oh, so our friends that we met, both the ones that are from Mexico and the ones that are from other places, we made these cards. I got mine done on Vistaprint, or Vistaprint, whatever you call it, and it just has like Cancun, Mexico. It was a pleasure to meet you. Hope to see you next year. Then it has my name, my nickname, my email, what I do, and what my handle is on Cancun Care. And then it has my Cancun Telcel, like if you're Mexican and you have that phone or whatever. And I was like, if you're outside of Mexico, then just email me. And like to some of my friends that like I didn't care if they had my number, I wrote like my actual number in America on the back, but some people can't handle having my number and they annoy the shit out of me, so I don't really give my number out very often. Half the time I don't even give my real name out. People don't know how to act this day and age. So that was pretty much Friday. On the way back, we couldn't find Julius's Ultramar ferry pass. Actually, I meant to tell you guys, we took the ferry from Puerto Juarez, which is where I usually take it from, and on the way there, I left my iPhone on the back seat, and we were the only people on the bus. Or we were the last people on the bus, like everybody got off there. And I couldn't believe that I left my iPhone on the bus, and I was like, holy crap, I lost all my pictures, and blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. So, keep in mind, I still have a bad ankle. I ran from inside the Ultramar garage all the way up to where the bus was. Thank God the bus took a break, because usually they turn around, and sometimes they don't take a break, they just redo their circuit. But this guy was taking a break, and I think there was another bus taking a break. And he was like, I saw him, and he was like, no, 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 don't pass, because once you pass the sensors, you have to pay. And I was like, my phone, me olvida mi celular. And he went in the back, and he's like, here's your phone. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, thank you so much. I was totally freaking out. But I was really happy that I found my phone. And it wasn't, like, completely lost. So, yeah, that was the funniest thing. And on the way back, I lost my ticket for Julius. Even though he's free, you still have to have one just for him to board. And like I looked everywhere, so I think what happened was I gave it to Julius's daddy. He put the first one in his pocket, and then he pulled it out to give it to the guy on the departure one, leaving Puerto Juarez to go to Isla Mujeres. So he gave him that one, and then I stuck the other one in his pocket when he wasn't paying attention. And I think at some point either he stuck his hand in his pocket and it fell out or something. Because even as I'm unpacking, like I said, I've been home for almost 10 days now, and I still haven't completely unpacked. I unpacked all of my suitcase and about 80% of Julius's and my Coach carry-on. But all the other ones, it's still on my floor. Like, I'm a hot mess. I've been so busy with school, like I said, and the baby. Which I need to get in the shower because I have school and a test in a little bit. But, damn it, I always forget what I'm saying. But yeah, I looked everywhere, and so far with everything that I've unpacked, his Ultramar ferry pass is not anywhere. And even when I went through all the suitcases when we were packing to leave Cancun, I did not see it anywhere, so that thing was just lost. So I was upset because I asked for help, and my friend was just staring like off into the wind instead of helping me. But Brandon ran back with the baby to the place where you get your tickets, and he got another infant ticket. So we were on the boat, and I was like, look, I sit on top of the boat. I sit in the same spot every time. I said, if my seat's taken, I said, we're waiting for the next ferry. I don't care. Like, we'll have to pay for another ticket. And, yeah, because I was like, it's my vacation. I want to be able to see everything. I don't want to have to be inside the boat all corny and shit. So, I don't know. But, and then, like, he didn't even want to sit with us. He sat, like, 3 rows behind us, so I was like, whatever. And, when we got back, that was the night that we were supposed to go to Tacos Frigos with Lupita and, Edgar and the rest of the kids, and I didn't know who else was coming, like if his mom was coming or whatnot. So, I just went to the bathroom and tried to brush my hair, but you know, it was like windblown all day, so it was like a crazy mess. I just woke up now, well I woke up like 2 hours ago now, but you know, so my hair is not all that, I still have to take a shower. But my hair was crazy, and I tried to get a brush through it as best I could, but it was like not happening. And I called Lupita, I told her what time I wanted to meet there, and I thought, it kind of sounded like it was just going to be her, so I was like, okay. And then David said that he wanted to go back to the hotel, so I said, okay, well, we're going to take the bus to Avenida Bonampak, and you know when we get off, you still have, like, a certain amount of time, and then when you see this property or this sign, you know the hotel's getting close. And I was like, if you want to go anywhere else, you know, feel free to. Don't feel like you have to go straight back. And he said he was fine with that. So, I think it was his feet were hurting him or something because of the skin and the blisters from the sun. But yeah, so we went to Tacos Rigos, and the guy again, he didn't really charge us that much. Another guy tried to charge us a lot of money, but we just told him to keep going. We went to Tacos Rigos, and I had gringa pollo, or pollo de gringo, gringa de pollo, pollo de gringa. I think it's gringa de pollo, but it is so good. I get that every time I go there, and then we even went, the next day I went to Mercado 28, and we went to this taqueria there, and I ordered, it wasn't even on the menu, but I was like, do you guys have like gringa de pollo? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I want that. So we hung out with them, had a great time, took pictures with them. They're like the sweetest people in the whole world. I love them so much. And it's just so cool because I'm not even like, you have to think, I'm her, like the mother was there and like the sister, Lupita. I'm not even with their brother or their son anymore, and they still treat me like I'm family. And not even that, but Brandon's not my boyfriend, he's just my son's dad. And he's, like, they even treated him really nice. And, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's such a big difference between Mexico and America. Like, Americans are so rude, and it's like, once you screw up, like, oh, you're done. Like, you know, and people just write you off. But, like, in Mexico, it's like, I don't know, like, people are just, it's just more laid back, and people don't judge, and they're not necessarily full of love, but they're not full of hatred and judgment like you find daily and frequently in America. And I just like Mexico better anyway. But anyway, so they were really nice. And that's the one where I said on the way there we almost got into an accident because I guess the guy either wasn't paying attention or someone stopped suddenly in front of him. But I'm trying to think. And that one, that Tacos Rigos in Las Torres is really cool because there's like, I don't know how the other one was, how the other one is on Palenque, but this one's really nice. There's like almost like a little mini arcade in the back, and there's like a mini trampoline, a big trampoline for the kids to play on while like you're finishing up eating or after you eat. Kind of like McDonald's, how it has tubes in America, because I definitely didn't see tubes in Cancun, although I did see McDonald's. And yes, Cancun does have a Walmart and a Pizza Hut and a Taco Bell and a Domino's and all kinds of stuff. It's not completely crazy. Not completely solely Mexican. It's very Americanized. But I'm trying to think. So we went straight back that night, and David was sleeping, so we went to Samurai, the sushi restaurant, and it was so funny because Julius pooped, so he went to go change him, and when he came back, we ate dinner, and then he asked me, I asked him, I said, here, give me the baby. I was like, if this thing starts beeping again. But I was like, here, I was like, give me the baby so you can eat. So I'm holding the baby while he's eating, and I'm like, are you sure you changed him? I'm like, did he shit on himself? Because it smelled like shit, like really bad. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I changed him unless he pooped again. I was like, he couldn't have pooped that fast. He wasn't even back 5 minutes yet. Because I tried to eat my food while he was gone so that I could hold the baby so that he could eat, so it could be fair. Well, once he's done eating, he's holding the baby, he's like, oh God. And I'm like, yeah, like I think either you missed a spot when you wiped him or he shit on himself. So he takes him back to the bathroom and he's like, no, he pooped again and he pooped through his outfit and there's a little bit on my pants. He's like, you might want to check your jeans because he was straddling my leg. So now my jeans that have cranberry juice all over them somewhere from the flight on the way there now had shit on them. And I was so happy to get them back here to have them washed. And like I didn't check my jeans to see if they smelled like shit or to see if they had shit on them. I didn't see any stains from either shit nor cranberry. But I was like, they're going in the wash. I'm not wearing them again for the rest of the trip. So that was that. And then we went to bed later that night. We tried to pack a little bit Friday also. Saturday was the last day. What did we do Saturday? Not really sure. But let me make a new video and we'll talk about Saturday and then we'll do Sunday.